You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Revenge. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest revenge news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Revenge.
What's up, AfterBuzzers and Revengers? We're back in the studio for another episode 15, titled Chaos. Let's be real. What episode is there no chaos?
Right.
You got a good point on that one.
Right?
I mean, there's always something going on. You're like, whoa, what happened here?
There's chaos in every episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's insanity. But, I mean, like we did in the last episode, we have quotes that open the show from Emily and quotes that close the show. Mm-hmm. And I think we should talk about those again. And don't worry, we won't be playing Jeopardy this time.
Thank God.
So,
how was therapy today, by the way?
Therapy was wonderful today.
Everyone should have one.
So, the first quote that opened up the show was, "The control that keeps us sane slips through our fingers."
Hey, Gabby.
Right? Yeah.
I would love some introductions from all of you and the new host. I think you got a new girl hanging
we
out.
do.
I don't know,
I'm
just an
sorry.
idea. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
So cute.
I tend to forget when we have new people in the studio, so please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anna Koppel.
We have another
Very happy to
Revenger.
be here.
So where can we follow you on Twitter or Facebook, since you've never been on one of our shows before?
You can follow me on Twitter at Koppel for Mayor, Koppel.
Are you running for mayor?
Or you mean John Mayer?
No. Mayor. I figure if I get enough Twitter followers, I will at some point be able to run for mayor. So
That's pretty cool.
that's the goal.
It's nice.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking it's John Mayer.
Really? Well, they're both good, right? They're
Yeah,
both
right?
good mayors. So where can we find you guys too? And please introduce yourself. And we will do it at the end again
Thanks,
too, for those that
Gabby.
listen. all
Thanks,
the way
Gabby.
through. No problem.
I'm Kimlai Yingling, and you can find me on Twitter at Kimlai Yingling and at Facebook.com/Kimlai Yingling.
Amazing.
Thanks.
Dorinda.
Hi, you can find me at Facebook at Dorinda Barker, and my Twitter handle is Lula Cherry Films.
Nice. Okay, and mine is Gabrielle_Loren on Twitter and Facebook, Gabrielle Loren with the number 1. Definitely follow us, tweet us questions. We'll bring up topics, questions, answers on the show. Anything you guys want to know, we will provide you with. But anyways, back to the opening of Chaos. Chaos was a crazy episode. We finally had the episode we were waiting for, because since the pilot, we were wondering who shot the person. We were really waiting for this moment, and I think we found out everything.
I was right.
So was I. Originally,
really? Were we on the same
I
page?
said Tyler.
I was wrong.
And everyone
I was wrong.
Everybody,
including
even Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
Everybody said it was
Dorinda.
David.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
even watched it again in the, yes.
But
Daniel.
you know what? That was a trick, because Daniel was shot too. It's just he didn't die, and he wasn't the one that was dragged.
He wasn't shot.
Did you see the blood on him?
It's because it was from Tyler.
I think he might have been. There were 3 gunshots.
Exactly.
He could have been shot
He was
too.
shot the first time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
But wait.
There's more.
So when
more to
we
come.
did see him, do you remember in that pilot episode? Yes, we do see him get shot, but it wasn't him that was dead. It was Tyler.
There was blood on
It was a
Amanda
trick.
too, remember?
Yeah. What happened there?
Oh, because remember when she was, okay, we're thinking
Okay,
off
yeah,
topic, but
okay, here we go.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that later, actually, because that's
juicy stuff
a
coming
good
up.
point that we brought up, that Amanda had blood on her, or sorry, Jack had blood on his hands from Amanda, but we'll bring that into it later. But anyways, back to the quotes about what this episode is about: chaos.
Chaos.
So the first one was, "The control that keeps us sane slips through our fingers." Now, where can we go with that? Where are we seeing that in this episode, guys?
It's insane.
Well, I mean, it's even from the start of the episode once the box is gone, because her control is that box.
Right.
Everything
She
she
lost
has.
it.
And now that thing is, now it's gone, and she doesn't even know until Tyler calls her where it is. So she's going crazy, and that's her life is chaotic, because that's how she lives, is by that box.
You're right. You're 100% right. That is where all her control and her plan stems from.
Oh, yeah.
That box, that little brown box.
The divorce, there's all that chaos there, and now the grandfather's coming back to try to fix everything. I mean, that's
Right.
slipping through.
Right. Yeah. You guys, these are all
You know?
very valid points. That's why I love this show, because not only is it a great like drama fed show, it has all these little details that always intertwine. These writers are so good at what they do. I love it. I really do. What do you guys think?
No, it's definitely a great show. I also think that the chaos began last week, though, when Emily's plan started to get away from her, started to slip through her fingers, if you will. So,
Yeah.
it got chaotic last week.
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly,
Most
when the
definitely.
box was stolen and the invitation, which, by the way, it's weird because that invitation we thought was Amanda when it said she will attend.
It was
We thought it was
Tyler.
Amanda at first, but yeah, it really was Tyler. I mean, Amanda was kidnapped and played a part in what was to come, but originally she had no idea until Tyler was like, well, you don't even know what Emily has been doing to you, and to try and, get her.
Well, he was manipulating
side.
her. Like,
yeah.
he was showing her somewhat of the truth, but not all of the truth.
But it always
Which
comes
I don't
out.
even think he knows all of the
It
truth.
always
No.
comes out, because
So-
it did
He
come
just-
out.
What he sees, what he wants to see.
Exactly.
He's a psychopath,
He-
sociopath.
they all are. They all are, first of all.
You guys, I think that in every single episode, one, there's chaos in every episode. I mean, it wouldn't be Revenge if there wasn't chaos. But
Right.
every time we think it's something, it's never what we always think it is. It's always something else. Every single episode.
Right.
Because
Well,
we thought it was Amanda that took it, and then, oh my God, Tyler came back. And then once we get further on, we're going to talk about what happened towards the end. And it's like that, wow, that whole ending tonight is, I can't even figure it out still. My brain, I cannot
I'm still
wrap.
confused by it.
Yeah, I know. I had to. I'm trying to do a little map.
So much
Right.
happened in the last 3 minutes. It was just like,
In the last 3 minutes, yeah. But that's how it always is.
Yep.
And you know what? It wouldn't be a good show without
Yep.
those things going on and without us not knowing or guessing and being right, because then it wouldn't be interesting. If we would say, oh, it was that, and then it winds up being that. We always want to be tricked because it's more fun that way. But anyways, another quote. The best way to fight chaos is with chaos. Hello.
It's like fire
Yes.
with fire.
Yes, it is with
It's the
fire.
best.
with
You don't want to
fire.
fight fire
a
with water. You
frustrating
just want it to go
quote
like
to me.
that.
Right.
She wanted to get bigger.
I totally disagree with this quote, though.
See,
Really?
I don't feel it. I don't feel it either. That's like you can't argue with a crazy person. Oh, I'm gonna be
Exactly,
crazy.
that's what
You're
it
crazy.
is.
I got to be crazy to get with you. And it's like you cannot argue with a crazy person.
No, but you're proving our point, because you
I don't
need to be
think-
crazy to fight a crazy person, and they're all
right.
crazy.
And it's
So you're fighting chaos with chaos.
and it's just there's no
Literally.
winner. There's no winner.
Well, there's just more chaos. And is that really what
yes.
you want in your life? I mean, it's not fighting chaos. It's just
issue with
adding to
that.
chaos. There's more chaos.
Right. And Dorinda, you brought up a quote that you heard at some point.
Oh,
in the
yeah,
show.
She made one up during the show.
She made one up from therapy.
Exactly.
Okay, it's no secret
I'm never living that down.
that there's therapy going on here. Okay.
Every Wednesday, right before the show.
Oh my goodness.
Grandpa Grayson was talking to Daniel, and he was saying, well, the name makes a decision for you. Because he was saying, well, I don't want to do this because of one thing and then the other thing. And then that's when Grandpa Grayson said, no, the name makes a decision for you. When he was saying, I don't want to be part of this. I don't want to be part of the company.
Right.
And he's like, no, that's just not going to happen.
You guys, maybe that's why he decided to go off to Paris, because he didn't feel like he needed to convince Asian dude.
That's exactly
because
why.
the name's going to carry it anyway. So
No,
That's a
at-
good point. That's a good point.
you
I
know
didn't
what
even
I mean?
think about it
I
that
didn't
way.
think of that either until you just said that.
No, at that point he didn't care, because do you notice how he approached the dinner meeting? He literally said, I am leaving to Paris and I don't want any part of this. And he's
But
like, he pretty
name-
much like lost the client.
But he didn't, because the name is what's going to keep him there.
But
the grandfather
technically-
just said that.
No, but technically when you walk into a meeting and that's how you respond and you're you're not representing your company, the person's gonna be like, why the hell am I investing all this money in your stocks and this is how you treat me?
Well, I think that's also why Daniel went in there like that, because his grandfather did explain exactly that, what you were just saying. And he goes, well, then I'm going to go in there and explain it like this. And he doesn't care that if he has the money in there or not, because to him, it doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
He wants to be done with
Daniel.
it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
he does. And that client is not even a real client. He works with Amanda or Emily, whatever. He works with Emily,
Yeah.
the real Amanda.
Right.
We're not going to go there.
Okay,
But
let's not do that again.
Always because
I've been doing that the whole time tonight. But yeah, he works with Emily. So please, he's not even a real investor. He's just investing, but it's probably a part of her plan.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, we saw that.
Yeah, so
tonight.
then what this isn't about Daniel and Mr. Grayson and
No, but
because the
remember,
company, who cares? He's lying.
Daniel thinks he's a client.
Yeah, Daniel
So-
thinks he is, but Daniel
so does
doesn't
the
give
grandfather.
anything at this point. He doesn't
No.
care. It's really and Yatoshi.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Yatoshi, the investor.
Takeda.
There's some music.
His last name is Satoshi Takeda.
That wasn't really Asian. Oh my gosh.
You asked for music. I threw
Oh my
some
gosh.
music.
We need some dun 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 dun. Whenever we bring up Yatoshi or Yatoshi, sorry. Sounds
my
like
gosh.
Yoshi from like Nintendo. Yoshi, Yatoshi.
Okay.
Anyways.
While we're talking about
Yes,
the grandpa,
ma'am.
thanks, ma'am. Do you remember last week he said that there's a difference between business and family?
Yes, we talked about that.
Yeah, I remember. I watched. Tune in, guys.
We hope so.
But this week he was all about the business, the name, the Graysons, and even wanted to stop Charlotte from going to therapy. And
did
like,
stop her.
yeah, well, right, and like threatened
He tied
her
them
and
both in
threatened-
tonight, the family and the business. He handled so much tonight.
Oh, he did a lot. And there's a lot of underlying maneuvering by Grandpa right there.
I mean, he is like, wow, that's a one-man show right there.
No, I feel like he only cares about the business, though.
Oh, you're right.
agree.
And that's a point I wanted to bring up because last week he
Without
was
that-
lecturing his son. The grandfather was lecturing his son on how you don't mix business with family. He totally contradicted himself in this episode because then when Charlotte was going to see a therapist, he basically told her, no, you cannot see a therapist and was making the business the priority.
But I think
The
it's a fine
Grayson
line.
Global, the priority.
I think there's a fine line because if she goes, you don't know. I mean, it's
Well, that's
it's
what he was
hard.
saying.
You're such a big name. You have to be so careful with who you trust with your inner secret thoughts
Yeah, I mean,
because
And what we saw
anyone could
earlier
be
this
out there.
season with the therapist and the big out and out about Victoria talking about her daughter, and it all came out and everybody saw it.
remember
That's
I mean, you have to be careful when you're at that level. I think you do have to be careful. So while I think he's trying to protect, you're looking at me so funny.
I
He's
just
trying
think it's
you're like,
interesting. I'm listening to your opinion.
he's trying to yes protect his business, but it seems like he's also trying to protect the family. I mean, they're both one and the same.
Please,
Really.
do you not see through him? I feel like if it was between business, his company, and his family, if one would like go down the tubes, he would
It would
totally
be
ditch the
business.
family.
Right.
The business is who he is. I mean, he's
Yeah,
got
so
8
let's
wives.
be
Nothing-
real.
yeah, he has
the
nothing
business rides over family for him. He's a
yes.
hypocrite.
And the way you just said that was like really loving and compassionate. Like, listen,
Thanks.
you really have to be. Yeah, it was.
I
don't
try
know
to
if it
see
was real
both
or not.
sides of things.
Oh, you really have to be careful who you talk to.
I'm
and
Dorinda's
you don't wanna-
therapist. No, I'm kidding.
But that is not how he approached it with Charlotte.
Exactly.
He was just like, "You're not going to
Oh,
do
no.
this." He threatened the boyfriend. Like,
oh well, yeah.
Right, you say
he
it
was-
very nice and you
he was
sugarcoat it, but
pretty
he
smart.
he's not a good grandfather. He's not nurturing. He's like, no, you will not see the therapist because if this gets out, we are going down, and that's not going to happen. It's pretty much like
Let's
that.
not forget that Declan's kind of retarded when it comes to taking his tests to get into college.
He's not the
So,
smartest tool in
no,
the shed.
so-
Please, but he's using it as a bribe.
But Grandpa's going to give him a better life.
Yeah, and that's the only way they're going to be together is if Grandpa gives him a better life.
Exactly. So Charlotte wins.
Yeah,
Business
well, you know,
wins.
because if you use what you love the most, which Grandpa is, as a pawn, you're gonna
And
go.
he loves his
you're
family.
Gonna, yeah.
Meanwhile, though, the
Now she's becoming a drug
son,
addict.
the Grayson son of the grandfather, told Charlotte that he would be approving of anything she decided to do to make sure she felt okay with the situation, right?
Wait, I'm sorry. The Graysons what?
Conrad, you're saying.
Conrad, yeah.
Oh,
Conrad told Charlotte, you know, honey, if there's anything that's bothering you or you need to sort something out in any way, he's like, I approve, basically, like, you know, hinting at the whole I'm not your father situation, but if there's anything, like, I'll be there for you and I'll support you. So I think the therapist thing is something he probably would have supported,
Oh yeah.
you know, within certain reasoning, but the way the grandfather approached it, like we said, was completely wrong. And I find it interesting that the father has a different approach.
I just
do
thought of
everything.
something.
the grandfather.
Say it.
What if, because the therapist was mentioned by Declan, what if there was a therapist mentioned by the family that they trusted? Because it's an outsider giving her that
Right.
instead of an insider.
I think they would have been okay with it.
yeah,
I'm sure they
exactly.
have a family therapist on retainer.
I feel like
They
that
didn't
might
offer
happen.
it as an alternative, though.
No.
Yeah, though the grandfather didn't offer it as an alternative, not the father. The father wasn't involved with this conversation.
But the oxy, I think if she starts snorting that, it's going to be great.
Right.
Oh no, but
That's going
let's
to be
just
a
talk.
great form of therapy for her.
So you were saying how the
Not
whole
just-
Declan thing would make her happy. You know, it's a win-win situation for her, but it's really not. 'Cause she's still unhappy. That was following the conversation.
God,
she's
wouldn't
taking
you be?
drugs.
Yeah,
You know
just
what I
so
mean?
everybody knows, because just in case some of you haven't seen it, she found a bottle of OxyContin
Jax.
at Jack's house when she was looking
Prescription.
for the mouthwash to gargle away her alcohol breath. And she started taking Oxy with
Champagne.
champagne. It's so double dose. Yum,
Homegirl's
yum.
gonna OD.
Yum,
she
yum.
doesn't know how to handle
She's
that.
gonna become a drug
she's too
addict. Little young innocent Charlotte is gonna become a druggie.
Season 2.
Yeah, exactly. Charlotte
Rehab.
goes down. Yeah, she goes down the tubes. But it's gonna be like celeb rehab, where she goes to like a beautiful
jeez.
rehab in the Hamptons, and it's like
Yeah, because they're never
Decked
leaving the
out.
Hamptons.
it's gonna be insane. It's like a celebrity
summer.
rehab for real,
Always summer.
and it's always
Okay.
summer.
Only one dog.
But anyway, so now going on
The
with
dog.
the whole
You had to bring up the dog.
Sammy.
There's only one dog in the Hamptons, and it's
Yeah,
an old one that
that's
can
it, yeah.
never, ever die.
That's really sad, but I hope he doesn't ever. But I was saying it's very weird that, you know, we're in the Hamptons, that's the setting. There's nobody else has a dog. There's no little dogs, like those pocket purse dogs. Usually people have those. Come
Just
on.
that golden retriever.
Yeah, just the
Hopping
golden
along.
retriever. That's it. But anyways,
Sammy's old.
you guys were so
Yes.
mean
But-
for
what do
hating
you
on the dog.
mean? No, we're loving.
Maybe Sammy will have puppies. I really feel like maybe Victoria will pay for artificial insemination. And
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay.
But anyway, speaking of like people that we love to hate and hate to love, Tyler and Amanda this episode. Let's talk about them and the
Wow.
whole situation.
what happened?
What an interesting combo, by the way. I saw that if Tyler was coming back, I knew when we had talked about predictions from last week and he said there was going to be a kidnapping and Emily, 'cause for some reason I want to call her Amanda, but Emily was going to have to protect somebody. And I had a feeling it was going to be Amanda. And Tyler manipulating Amanda to thinking that Emily, it's all about Emily. And then certain things happening tonight and she started to see, well, maybe it is about her, but then other things happen, like, oh, she protected her from the Frank. from
Yeah, when
Frank's
she
killing
started to
and stuff.
realize
Yeah.
and get some information, oh, well, maybe she wasn't lying to me and trying to hurt me. She realized that towards the end. But at the same time, like, she didn't really. I was waiting for her after she left Tyler and hit him in the face to run right to the beach and help Emily.
Right.
And that
And she
didn't happen.
did.
She went to Jack first.
Well, right.
And then when Jack gave her another piece of information, how, oh, well, Emily told me that she was the only one to tell me that you'll come back and I should wait for you and you're good
She
for me.
started realizing
Then that was
Emily's
the key
loyalty.
to her. Okay, I got to go get a cab and help. You know what I mean? But
You
at
guys-
first, she wasn't going to.
See, I thought for a second, I thought, oh my gosh, that's Tyler and Amanda. Oh, who knew? And then I thought Amanda was actually on her own. Like, I'm going to get Tyler. I'm going to stay with him. I'm going to go in the car with him because I'm going to keep track of him for Emily. Now, so I thought she was always. I never thought she
Still working with
wavered.
Amanda.
Yeah, I didn't
mean,
think
Emily.
she
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't think she wavered at all from but I thought it was so good. I was so happy to see her actually have those little pockets of
process.
things. Yeah, of like,
Yeah.
oh, she really is loyal to me.
she was
oh,
realizing.
she really, yeah.
I actually felt for her tonight. To be
I
honest.
did too, Amanda.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She was literally like, I gave you my name. Like, I did so much for you, and you betrayed me.
But girls like that, people like that are a little sketchy. But she came back.
And she was also like, I was talking about you after Emily accused. Yeah.
Wait, what?
When they were standing at the car, and she goes, "How could you let me down?" Or what did
She
she
was
say?
like, I gave you my name, blah blah blah, and you and I lost the one thing that I cared about. And she's like, well, we had to protect Jack.
And she was
Gotcha.
like,
I was talking about us.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty poignant,
That's a
actually.
moment.
So where did the blood come from on Amanda?
Yes, great time to bring that up.
"You guys." I'm sorry. Go.
Remember, she was running out of the barn, and he shoots.
Yes.
I think he shot
I think he
her.
grazed her.
He
my
grazed
God,
her
you're
or something, and that's where the
right.
blood comes from.
Yes.
Because at first I was thinking that was a lot of blood. She's not just cut. It has to be a shot. But she seemed fine, and she was hanging out with him, not even like acting like she was shot. She's a tough
I think
cookie.
she's been through worse.
Yeah, I mean, she,
I mean,
this is
I'm
juvie.
sure she
Her
has.
upbringing.
That's what I'm saying.
That was just a gunshot.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Take care of it later.
I'm sure in juvie she might have been shanked or something. I don't know.
She's like the 50 Cent of the Hamptons.
Yeah.
50 Cent of the Hamptons.
So we know where
I love
that
it.
we know where that came from.
Right.
So that's
Craziness.
good.
But yeah, so then we are taking it now to the party. Okay.
Okay.
Tyler and Amanda are in the. Let's like rewind a little. Tyler and Amanda begin in the warehouse. Amanda slaps Tyler, gets away from him because she realizes this isn't what she wants to do because I think she's getting onto Tyler's manipulation. She's realizing it. So she runs to Jack and his boat. Tyler then proceeds to go to the beach. Amanda leaves Jack. I'm doing a little summarization.
Yep.
Amanda leaves Jack at the boat, says, I'll be right back, runs into a cab. He notices the blood, realizes something's wrong,
I know.
follows
I
her in a
thought she was
cab,
leaving.
right?
I know.
Like, no.
I know, really bad.
Okay, go on.
Or follows her in the car, follows her in something. You know, gets to the beach, hears gunshots. Jack hears gunshots, runs to the beach, sees a man face down in the sand who we originally thought was either Daniel or Tyler, but then I think towards more recent we were thinking it was Daniel just because of the teasers. But then we realize when we see his face that it's Tyler in the sand. Okay? Everyone realizes, comes over, they're screaming, Daniel, Daniel, and then his face pops up, it's Tyler, whatever. And then Daniel comes out of the woodworks. Where was he hiding, first of all, when that went
Good
down?
question. By the way, that's a good
Where was
question.
he hiding?
Where was he?
Yeah. Also,
Something's going on here.
why was Jack so quick to help her cover up this murder? Like, oh, you go ahead. I got this. Like,
Because he thought
I
Amanda
think-
shot Tyler.
And he knows her
didn't
past
see
now
anything.
from last week, and he feels that she's back.
so he's just
came
gonna
back.
take the rap for a murder?
Yeah, because he's
I don't think he ever intended to take the rap, but he was trying to get her out of there. I don't
out
think
of
he'll
trouble.
take the
Out of trouble, pretty
And
much.
I think he's
Yeah.
also, to be honest with you, he's like, these people have done enough to her and have
Right.
tried to destroy her enough. Look what she did to her family. Look what they did to her.
Get her
He's
out
like,
of here.
I'm not
Go.
going to let
Just
her
go."
go through this because she doesn't deserve to do anything else anymore. Like, she doesn't deserve to pay for what these people have actually done.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think he would have taken the rap.
But
at all.
He was gonna get rid of the body though. He
I
started.
didn't
to
think of
drag
that. I mean,
it.
I know he got
he
it away from
did.
the shore, but I don't think.
I think he might have just left the body there, if anything.
Yeah, I don't.
Just to get it out of the way of like, you know, being out in the open and maybe put it behind a bush less obvious. You know what I mean?
Stick a dead body.
Maybe
by the
then
bush.
call the police anonymously. You never know. But at the same time, it was crazy that Jack just popped out of nowhere after everyone swarmed to Tyler's body.
Jack?
Like Jack
Whoa.
was, yeah.
Daniel.
I mean,
Jack.
sorry, not Jack. Sorry,
Oh.
Daniel.
Okay.
My bad. Daniel was nowhere to be found. Everyone thought Tyler was Daniel, and then Daniel pops out when everyone's around the body.
Yeah, what was he doing?
I know. I don't get that.
Like,
do you
where
think,
did he
What do you think
go?
happened? Tyler shot him once, and then
Maybe
really
he went
understand.
what? He
unconscious,
grabbed
then
the
woke up.
gun.
No, I don't think that.
Maybe he was looking for Emily's box.
Who?
I don't know.
Daniel during that time after he shot Tyler.
How would he know about her box?
But he wouldn't know about the box. He just knew the picture, unless he told her
But
about
nobody
the
knew
box.
that she
or him about
buried
the box.
it.
Well, he came down to the beach right after she was done. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing down here?" She's like,
Right.
"Just getting some air."
Yeah.
That's when he talked about Paris.
Oh, okay.
He
And
could have
then
seen her doing it because he saw her receive
Oh,
the
that's
box.
true. Maybe he was going to dig. You're right. That's a very
They
good point.
They
Good
did do a camera shot
observation.
onto him when she's holding the box, and they
Yeah.
of him looking at the box.
You know what? That's a very good point. I bet you he ran over to find, dig up the box. But at the same time, come on, like, let's be serious. Everyone was on the beach. Like, wouldn't you see Daniel digging in the sand?
When
Yeah,
you
but
see
nobody
her
saw her
digging-
doing it.
I know.
No, but like they're screaming at the dead body in the sand, and then Daniel's a few
Oh,
feet
okay,
away
yeah,
digging
yeah.
up a
Okay,
box.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know, like on the open beach
Right.
in a white suit. We're so
because that's normal.
yeah, right. I'm
It's the
sorry.
Hamptons.
Anything goes. They're all on drugs. They don't even know. I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm gonna go. I think I'm bringing it back a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back even, but it still
Do
has
it,
to
girl.
do with the
Do
party.
it.
Let me clear my thoughts. Okay, how did Takeda get the box?
He said your enemies are.
Careless.
Yeah, that's what he
Okay.
said. Is that your enemies are careless.
Mm-hmm.
There's something, but they're careless.
God,
Right.
he's something. He knows. He's doing something.
We're gonna
That Asian dude is doing something.
And I think Nolan's in on it.
I do too.
Yes,
I
do
agree.
too.
I
Nolan,
agree,
Asian dude,
I
and
agree.
Amanda.
Yep.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm sure Nolan
Something.
knows pretty much everything. So
Yeah,
I
and
feel like
you
they're
notice-
protecting her though.
Yeah, that's what it is. I don't think they're doing
the
anything
love.
behind her back because I do think because did you notice like she, gave him the head nod and then she looked straight ahead and then Nolan looks at him and gives him the head nod and she didn't see that.
right.
So there's definitely something going on there. I believe that they're protecting her. I don't think
I
they
do
want to
too.
do anything behind her back
Right.
because too many things have happened. And once again, where Nolan's loyalties lie will always be with her father.
And so
Right.
it's
Always
that
be with
Asian
her.
dude.
But then they give each other the head nod, and then he goes.
Sorry.
They give each
Just
other
waiting,
the head
Ronnie.
nod,
Just waiting
and
for that.
Then,
No.
Okay, no more of that. That's lame.
they give each other the head nod. I'm trying to make a point here, guys.
Okay.
And then
You're
he goes
new.
and
You don't
picks
get this
up
yet.
Amanda.
We just talk over each other. No, go ahead. Could you repeat that?
Yeah, I thought we were given directions not to do that.
We don't listen really well.
And then he goes and picks up Amanda. So was that what the head nod was about?
Oh, I don't know
that's
because I don't know
what
if they
confused me.
that. I don't think they knew that was
Amanda didn't seem like she knew him.
You're right.
At all.
But why he left the scene like he did something, like in his nice
Okay,
car,
but
like
wait.
driving away.
You guys, she left Jack.
Right.
Well, she
Again.
was just trying to, but he said leave.
Get,
he
get
didn't
in my
want
car and leave. And
because
she
he
Oh, the car
thought
didn't
she
work.
did something.
Okay.
And the car didn't work.
Nolan,
She saw
Asian
the
dude,
Asian
Amanda.
guy, Yatoshi, and said, "Can you give me a ride?" And he let her in, and that was pretty much it. But she didn't seem
He
like
just
she knew him.
happened to be there.
But
Asian
yeah.
dude.
Well, he's like a sensei. He sees things.
I know most Asians do.
But like, I'm serious. Like he is.
So kidding.
I think he is a sensei.
Well, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's Emily's.
You guys,
But-
what was his relation with Amanda's father?
We don't
That
know.
we don't
really.
know. We don't know that, which is
mysterious.
yeah, because that's interesting because that has never been explained. Like we know Nolan's.
Because
We
he's
know.
loyal to her too.
Yeah. How did she find him?
We don't know that, but I think it will be something we find out in maybe next season or seasons to come.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll give us little details about their relationship.
Yeah, they have
Right
to.
now, he's very mysterious. We don't know much about him.
I like him though.
Me
too.
too. He's like so undercover. The best was when they were all meeting. Emily, why am I doing this tonight? Emily, Daniel, and Yatoshi in the beginning, in the beginning of the season
Oh, yes.
for business. And they understood each other, and she was totally making up the English to Daniel so he wouldn't understand what they were
that
saying
was
back and
my
forth.
favorite.
That was awesome. That was so cool. I love that part. But yeah, that was amazing. Good stuff. Oh, and I want to... Sorry, what were you going to
It's
say?
like your boyfriend's an idiot. He thinks you're very smart.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was amazing. But
She's precious.
I'm going to backtrack a tiny bit to our first topic of the quotes because at the very end of the episode, there was another one, and it was chaos cannot be controlled. The only uncertainty it brings is the devastation it leaves in its wake.
That's a Facebook.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know. I think that one was really good. Great way to end that episode too.
Well, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It kind of bookended the first quote. It actually did bookend. It didn't kind of.
It was quite chaotic.
Devastation. There's a death.
Oh yeah.
So,
but I don't think it's a death that most people are going to care about.
but okay, most people except for Ashley.
No, I
Ashley
wish
will
Amanda
care.
would have shot him.
But at the same time, it's more than just that. It's now Daniel knows a little about Emily. Mm-hmm. Knows something's up.
What did Tyler tell her?
Well, he gave
him?
he gave him the picture that Emily's using for revenge with names on it. Right? There were like 4 names of the people she's already ruined. Right? Mm-hmm. But he obviously said more. He's like, let's take a walk down the beach. Right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm sure he said other things, but we didn't see the conversation.
Do you think he let on and told him the truth of...
Oh, I think he was definitely like, well, you don't know who Emily really is. I bet you he gave him some details, but then
You guys,
got
why
interrupted.
didn't she go down to the beach? Remember Daniel texted her and told her to come down to the beach.
because she was in the middle of the whole speech, and she answered the phone. Did you see? She answered the phone.
No, she tried to
getting a
call
phone call.
him.
No, but she got a phone call too, didn't she?
But, hold on a second. Remember they found the phone in Tyler's jacket. Because remember when the phone was ringing? The phone was ringing and Jack picks it up.
You're right.
And I think that it was Tyler texting
was.
her to come down to the beach.
No, but I thought it said Daniel on the phone. I think he just had
Tyler had Daniel's phone.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are you
It
saying
wasn't
though?
it.
So
He had Daniel's phone, and pretty much she was trying to get in touch with Daniel, but Tyler had it.
and at the time of when the text came in, Victoria was started to do that big speech. So and the spotlight was on her, so she couldn't leave because if she left, people would think that there was something up. So I think that had a lot to do with it because if you notice, like she got the text and she just kept calling and nobody picked up.
So then
And
Daniel
Jack probably thought it was very strange that she was calling Tyler. Remember, he looked at the phone because it was going off. So now he's probably like, whoa, what is Emily up to? Why this guy's dead in the sand and Emily's calling Tyler?
Yeah, like what is that?
I bet you he's going to have
Do you think
more.
he
even
knew
more
that was
suspicion.
Tyler?
You know, he knows who he is. He was at the dinner party when Tyler
but
came with the gun
Did
when he
Jack,
was arrested.
I don't think Jack knew that was Tyler.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, Jack was at that dinner party. He knows what Tyler looks like.
right. But I mean, in the sand, laying there dead. I don't
Well, I mean,
think
he was
Jack,
dragging him. I'm sure he
But he
saw
didn't
his
turn him
face.
over.
But, yeah,
he,
he was like
face
this.
down.
he was face down the whole time.
Yeah.
And then when the phone rang, it was Daniel's phone, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And I think he thinks that was Daniel.
Yeah, but then I'm sure he is gonna realize when Daniel's alive. Like,
Well, of
it wasn't
course,
Daniel.
everyone's gonna realize.
But then he's gonna have suspicion. What's Emily up to?
Did
you know
he take
what I
the
mean?
phone with him?
Unless it's at Daniel's phone. Did it say Daniel's phone?
Confused. Yes.
But when he realizes Tyler had it, he might think that Emily's up to something. Is what I'm saying.
But he didn't know that was Tyler.
But he's going to find out when he realizes Tyler's dead.
Oh yeah, because he'll eventually find out that
He's going to find out Tyler's dead. He's not going to not find out because Jack's going to be walking around the Hamptons.
Right.
Not dead.
But everyone knows it's Tyler now.
No, but you were saying that you didn't think that Jack was going to know. So I'm just explaining that he could find out.
But I mean, if he took the phone with him, I don't think he's going to think it's sketchy that she's calling her fiance.
But the whole him being shot on the beach and Amanda is friends with Emily, I think he's going to get some things up. Again, blood on...
I think you're
come on,
giving
there's
them
too
too
many
much credit
things.
to know certain things that they don't know. They're the characters.
But Jack's onto this. Jack's onto it.
Yes.
If anything, he's gonna find out before anybody what's going on. I think.
You think?
What?
Yeah, because he's the one that's the most in the know with the whole Amanda. He's in the love triangle. So he's exposed to like both sides, and there's so much left in the dark. He has so many questions, and things just keep happening, and it keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Jack is going to be the first one to find out what's going on. I'm sure of it. And that's what's going to happen. But, I mean, because he's the only one that's on both sides that doesn't know.
Okay,
Nolan's
you're
on
right.
both sides, but he knows what's going on,
Like,
right?
he knows, yeah, because he's one of the only people that knows everything, every single detail, everything.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I totally agree with you.
Yeah, so
And did you see the dolphin on the boat? Oh, yeah, because he
Yes.
was supposed to go to Port-au-Prince and he didn't go.
And then lied to Emily about it.
Who like
Nolan.
he did, yes.
he did lie.
Okay, that's what you're gonna say. But yeah, see, there's something going on with.
And Yatoshi and him probably conspired something about Jack not leaving. I don't know. Yatoshi might be a psychic. He knows.
My Lord.
Jack is the only one that can get us out of this situation. Make sure he doesn't get on that ship. Yatoshi's a psychic and he's a sensei.
Oh my
He
goodness.
reads into the future.
I love him even more if that's true.
Jack.
Could you imagine?
Jack? Oh,
Yatoshi.
Yoko Shokomoko? Or what is that his name?
Takeda.
Yeah, it's
I'm so
Yatoshi.
good.
It's
Takeda.
Yatoshi Takeda or Takeda.
Takeda.
It's both of those.
And
First
he had
last
some
name.
good things to say tonight too, especially with like the box. What
Very
is-
wise.
Yeah,
Very
bury your
wise.
father's secrets away from here.
Or
I know, but she didn't bury him
so
away.
come
She
back.
buried him right on the beach.
It wasn't too far.
No,
Well, what was she
wasn't
gonna
far
do?
enough.
Like leave them on the gift table? Like,
Oh, that's
You know.
true. Because it's not like she's gonna carry it all night with
I
her.
think I would have put it out in the car and drove it somewhere.
Yeah, but she
Just
couldn't
saying.
really leave.
right? She was kind
Whatever,
of the
it's
guest of
TV.
honor. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a point.
Whatever. What's done is done, right?
Why wouldn't you bury it like a pirate?
And you know what? If she didn't bury it, I'm sure that like Victoria would have been Snoopy and opened it herself if she saw it.
Oh yeah,
You know?
Duh.
Can we
Oh, I thought this was for me.
just talk about that for a minute?
Victoria?
Victoria tonight.
She's so pretty.
She,
Oh my God.
she
She
is
is.
beautiful,
So pretty.
hands down beautiful. But she has got some plans going on, especially with the divorce.
Divorce.
Yeah, what was that card about?
I know.
Oh no, there's something going on
Okay,
that.
but
Hey
you guys
guys,
remember?
do you want to take a call? Because you're compelling with this revenge conversation.
Oh,
so let's at least
yes.
go to our phone line
We
here.
have-
it's
yeah, maybe it's
424
we know it's not Ronnie. He
said he was
1729 if anyone else wants to call. But let's get this one real quick
right.
and see who it is. All
Awesome.
right?
Okay.
Let's do it. Revenge. Here we go.
Hi, caller. Where are you from? What's your name?
I think you guys are brilliant. I love you guys.
Really? What's your name? Who was that?
Well, that
Are
was
they
good.
off?
We're brilliant. We know. Thanks.
That's
Thank
it?
you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Like
well,
short and
thanks.
sweet. Okay, so Victoria. No, just joking. Just kidding. Call back.
Sweet like revenge.
Did we lose him?
Yeah, we did. It was somebody outside, I think. But anyways, okay, so what were you saying?
So Victoria. Oh,
That
gosh.
card.
My nose. Oh my gosh. So sorry that I'm sick. So
Back to topic.
Okay.
the card. Remember earlier in the episode, she was talking about she got the Grayson Manor. And she wanted the stocks in the company. And he said, no. And then the card she was holding, she did something because she was too eager to give him those divorce
It was
papers.
too easy for her.
And
too
then
easy.
that card was of a stockbroker
Right.
at the
So-
Yeah,
foreign
security and exchange. So she's
She
going to
did
have
something.
the company investigate it, and she knows things about the company, and she wants to see it go down.
But does that make sense for her?
Is she going to get the money? Like, still, she was part
It
of a
will.
scam, too.
I think it will make sense for her.
She's going to get in trouble if they realize she lied to the courts about that whole David Clark thing. So why would she do that?
Gabby, it's TV. She's not going to get in trouble ever.
But that's the whole
It's
thing. It has to make
Victoria.
sense at the same time.
True, but here's the other thing, which I don't understand why these people haven't picked up on it yet. Like, they have to protect Charlotte because if it ever comes out that is David Clark's daughter and the
yeah.
Graysons,
Yeah.
you can't, because that's just going to make it look even.
That's another thing. If David Clark gets screwed by Victoria, he could come out with that. Well, this woman slept with David Clark, the terrorist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she can, and lied about it in court if they ever say that, oh, well, he wasn't a terrorist. They're all stuck in a situation. So it's like there's no way around it pretty much at this point. They're both going to go down if someone goes down. You know what I mean? They're both
Yeah.
going to attack each other to make sure they both
Victoria
go down
and Conrad?
together.
Okay,
Yes.
well, they have to be smart about it. Like, seriously smart. And not one of them can lose their cool. And the other thing is, with all of this going on, don't you think Grandpa Grayson knows that was a farce? That it wasn't David Clark, a
Oh,
terrorist?
yeah. He does know.
Sorry.
Of course.
You've been having fun with that mic today.
I have.
You guys, I'm even wondering if he knew about Victoria and David Clark's from a long time ago. If he knew
Who, the
about
grandfather? I don't know. I think he acted like he didn't at the dinner table. I don't think anyone really knew besides Mr. Grayson.
I think that was kept very hush hush, especially with everything that they did to that man. Everything was.
But no, but
It was horrible.
Conrad didn't even realize until the tapes were sent to him. Remember the DVD? He didn't even know.
Oh, well, yeah, he didn't know about the kid, but everything that they did to David Clark, I think.
He did know. He did know the affair, but he didn't know about Charlotte. You're right. You're right. But yeah, I definitely the grandfather. I think knew too. You know, he knew.
I think he knew.
He had to. He's the main person in the company along with Conrad. So
Yeah, how do you not
they all had
know?
to plot against David Clark, you know, and make up a story because it wasn't true. Obviously, it was them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So clearly there was a plan. But yeah, so that's that. But I think that this was a very interesting episode, and we finally got to see what exactly happened. And I can't wait to see if Tyler comes back from the dead. That's all.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if he's really dead. We don't really know if he's even dead. He could be unconscious. You never know. You know.
It's like
Well,
one of
that
those
could
horror
be
movie
too,
villains.
but I'm kind of, no offense, guys, and I don't really ever wish anyone dead, but I'd be happy.
Oh yeah, we don't need Tyler. Tyler's
not
crazy.
digging Tyler.
Yeah, I don't get
Please,
it. Yeah.
he does nothing for us. You know.
They can write him off the show. It's fine.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we're gonna take this to a commercial break, and when we come back, we'll do some news and gossip with Kimlai. Thanks, guys.
AfterBuzz TV.
Hi, I was once like you, a lazy, angry loner whose only joy was watching TV and surfing the net. And like you, after I'd see one of my favorite TV shows, I'd be so excited and have so many questions that I'd actually have to talk to my douchebag coworkers about it at the water cooler. Then I discovered AfterBuzzTV.com. AfterBuzz TV produces after-show webcasts and podcasts for TV series of all kinds, like post-game wrap-up shows for all your favorite TV shows. AfterBuzz TV hosts are industry insiders who break down episodes of shows, take calls from fans, and interview cast and crew from each series, with over 60 different after shows, from Boardwalk Empire to American Idol to Vampire Diaries to Real Housewives, and more. Now, after a night of TV, I can ignore my stupid coworkers, who I hate, and go straight to my desk and watch or listen to all my favorite AfterBuzz TV after shows, and have all the TV fan interaction I need. Thank you, AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV. What do you want to buzz about? AfterBuzz TV News.
Before Kimlai goes into this, I just want to make a funny comment. If you follow her on Twitter, you will see that whenever she tweets about our show, she always tweets to Gabrielle Mann and no other cast member. It's the funniest thing. I'm reading all her tweets. They're all to Gabrielle Mann and nobody else.
And, you know, he was a little busy this week because he didn't get right back to me.
Too busy for you.
I know.
I can't believe that.
So, Gabriel, if you're watching, if you're listening, please respond.
We're reading her
no,
tweets.
I'm kidding.
You know?
I started tweeting Emily, too.
Oh, well, really, because I'm not seeing any at Emily.
She only
Van
got
Camp.
one.
That's really funny.
It was only one tweet.
I think we should just start doing a campaign because I think we need to have at least one of these cast members. I would like to have two, but at least one of them in the studio talking with us. I think it'd be so much fun.
Well, I think our fans should definitely comment and let us know who you guys want to see on the show or hear from.
Oh yeah, I would.
Yes, that would be
Anyways.
great, and then we'll start tweeting them.
Yes. And now for our news and gossip. Take it away, Kimlai.
Okay, so most of the stuff that was out this week was talking about the season episode 15. And how it was going to finally be revealed who was actually laying on the ground. And of course, most of us thought it was David, and it wasn't him. But the
Daniel.
Daniel. I so said David tonight, and then okay, I probably did.
David Clark, you mean? No, he died a few years
No,
ago.
he's dead. He's not coming back for sure. But I thought what was interesting is, as I was doing some reading this week, and actually it was an interview with Gabrielle Mann, which I am not
Incidentally.
I am not stalking this person by any
Obsessed.
means. Okay, I don't even know this person. I just whatever. So he did an interview and said it was so. They shot the pilot. And so many of the episodes were kept a secret. So the characters, the actors really didn't even know what was going on. And then they had to come back for season 15 and play the pilot again. And so the directors made them all wear the same thing they were wearing in the pilot. And then a lot of them were realizing, oh, that's why I said what I said in the pilot. They're all on the same page as we are in regards to understanding and finding out who some of the real players are. They're repeating the pilot on the 15th episode. Get it?
Yeah,
I'm trying to make it all make sense. So they're having to dress the same. They're here in LA, but they're having to dress the same.
So they
make
shot
sure
on
they
2 different
same-
days.
Yes, but it's the
Wow.
same thing of the. Is that
interesting.
making?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you
I'm
do
trying to make
know-
something so big make sense.
You do know with this show, they only are 3 episodes out.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Right, I
never
remember you
like
said
yeah,
that
so
one.
they're always very close to like where we're at, and they don't know
Right.
until they get the script. And so a lot of the times, like episode 15, I think they just shot that just a little bit ago. It was very.
Isn't that kind of interesting though? I mean,
That's
they're watching
really
it too.
interesting. Yeah.
That's hard to do to match.
It is.
It's so hard to match,
Right.
especially
yeah.
from so far
For
from the pilot.
continuity.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that why Jack's facial hair was so all over the place?
It's
tonight?
it's
The
interesting
lip
because
cut was gone.
normally in Hollywood production, they don't do that. And they will film, like, for example, this show, in normal Hollywood production, they would film the pilot and this episode, since it's the same scene, in probably the same day. And it would be
Yes,
for 2 different episodes. But they're not doing that because they want to keep the actors in the dark. And I think that's so interesting.
I know.
Oh,
I think it's
brilliant.
for them to
interesting,
watch
yeah.
it and go, oh, that's why I said that. That's where I was going with that.
Right.
Really
It's like,
cool.
it's like
It's
we're in the
smart.
same place.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
So smart.
It is smart, for sure. Anything else?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so now we're going to go into our predictions.
And now,
Okay.
your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
I do have to say, before we talk about the teaser for next episode, I was thinking, it just dawned on me when we were speaking before, what if David Clark is still alive and he faked his death because he wants to start a new life or he's hiding something? What if he faked his death?
I'd feel
And
really
even
bad for
Emily doesn't
Emily.
know. I know. Could you imagine? She could be devastated. How huge would that be? How huge? And Yatoshi maybe knows the father and is working with him. And come on.
Nolan knows
and
too.
Nolan,
And that's why they.
and the foreign
there you go.
investments, maybe the father's still alive. Why is there all this money? Maybe the father's still alive.
Okay, but
Like,
wait,
and the money
but-
keeps coming.
But why would he let her go through all those years of juvie and craziness?
No, she was
prove
in
her
jail
love.
then. He was in jail then, David Clark. He died after he was going to be released from jail, I think, right? Or he died towards when she was being released.
Yeah, he died right before she was
You
being
guys.
released.
Right.
Okay, Gabby,
Maybe-
I am loving that I get to say this. You make sense right now. I love it.
Thank you. Do I normally not make sense?
Oh, no.
tell
That's
me.
not what I meant. That's not what we meant.
That's awesome. Kimlai, what the hell?
I'm kidding.
You better take that back now.
I take it back. I take it back.
Kimlai's hosting the entire show next week, by the way. Just so you guys know.
No, I take it back.
That's really funny. No, but how
but
interesting would that be?
Girl, I think, yeah.
I love that. I was thinking it. I was
God.
thinking because there's definitely. I didn't
Once
think
you
about
put the
that
other
part.
components,
Right?
I was thinking the Takeda and Nolan part. Like there is something that's been in the works for a while. There's
Right.
something going on there. That's my.
And
prediction.
then what about he told her go?
What?
Remember he said, and
Who
I was
said?
just kidding earlier, by the way. I feel bad now.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Jeez.
I love you. It's all right. I love you.
Face.
We're cool. We're cool.
Okay. What I was thinking, remember when he told her, go away on your vacation, and when you come back, all
will
of
be
your
answers,
questions will be
yeah.
answered. Remember?
Oh.
Yikes. No, but isn't that too soon to let her know?
So something,
Something
You're
is
right.
going on.
Something's coming up.
but that's good because now that makes sense.
Yikes.
Nolan, dude, protecting Amanda, Emily. Oh, that's
oh my
just
God,
too
this
much,
is such
girl.
a big, big, big thing.
That's pretty big.
That's a huge prediction.
That was
Question
good.
becomes then, do Emily and her father pair up for revenge, or does she start to seek revenge on her father? It's a lot to go through for a
Oh
long
my
time.
God.
That's a good one. If he's alive.
He's alive.
But why would
Wow.
she seek revenge on him?
For making her go through all of this for so
Yeah.
many years.
Because Emily's that crazy. Anybody who took me down goes down, pretty much.
Oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
You never know.
He'll get a circle and an X.
Yeah, he will.
Oh,
That's crazy. Imagine he comes back and starts hooking up with Victoria again. She would probably die. She would be like, what the hell?
She would circle and X
After
herself.
all of this. Oh my God.
Dude.
Yeah,
Okay,
she would X
now I'm
herself.
getting-
That's for sure.
that's too much.
That's a lot to think about.
Right?
My brain kind of hurts a little bit.
Well, what do you guys think, though, based on what we saw for the next episode, though? What do you predict? Daniel's getting arrested for the murder of Tyler.
Did he get a concussion?
We don't know.
He doesn't remember anything.
I think he's just lying.
And
He's lying.
Where did he get shot?
I'm pretty sure he's lying.
Because there's no blood on the back. I mean, there's
No,
little
he had
blood.
blood all here.
Yeah, and I don't know whose blood
his
that is,
chest.
or if it's his blood, because that hasn't been explained yet.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know.
Nothing has been explained about that.
Although there were 3 gunshots and there were only 2 blood stains on Tyler's back. Therefore, either it was a missed bullet
One
or
could have been missed, and he could have grabbed the gun
which
at that time.
I doubt. Come on, the writers are smart. That 3rd bullet was going somewhere. They didn't do it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It went. They didn't do. Oh, we'll just do 3 for fun.
Right.
But there's only 2 blood wounds.
But it could make you think that
yeah.
someone.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think that so I've always thought that Daniel was kind of not smart in this whole season.
At all.
Well, clearly he's very gullible.
Just pretty. Just
he's,
pretty.
He's naive. People take advantage of him. You know, he's an easy target. But I think that if you guys say like he's pretending his memory is has gone,
Right.
and now we're gonna see a more smarter Daniel.
Yeah, because
We're
he's
gonna
on to
he's
he
gonna-
knows information. That's why.
Did I say that right?
Yeah,
More
yeah.
smart.
Yeah, more smart.
I think just
That's
smarter.
more better.
Smarter.
And smarter. would
That's
be
more
the-
better if I say more smarter.
More
smart.
More smart. But anyways, right before we go, you brought up a really good point about the whole party, the colors, the color scheme, red and white attire.
Fire nice.
Nolan was the only man
Male.
in red.
Yeah.
Weird. What
And
does that
white.
mean?
I know. We should have people shoot us a tweet or
Yeah,
Facebook
because there
if
has to
they
be
have
some
the
back to it.
answer.
They don't just put him in red and white for no reason.
Right.
There's a
Exactly.
reason why. he's
There's
there.
a reason.
Why
So
do
you
you think
guys,
Nolan-
I don't know. I want to know.
let us know what you
I do
guys
too.
think, and we'll be back next week for more. The best parts come at the end. You gotta wait for our predictions and our last few sentences. They're the best of the show. But anyways, let's tell everybody where we can find each other again.
Dorinda Barker at Facebook, Dorinda Barker, and at Twitter, it's Lula Cherry Films.
Awesome.
Facebook, Kimlai Yingling, and Twitter, also Kimlai Yingling.
Facebook, Anna Koppel, and Twitter, Koppel for Mayor.
Twitter, Gabrielle_Loren. Facebook, Gabrielle Loren with the number 1. I love how we all had to think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's that.
Who am I?
Well, thank you guys at AfterBuzz TV. We love you. Get us back on the number 10 list on iTunes. Download us. The podcasts are available. AfterBuzz in HD, available next day on YouTube if you haven't watched live. So, yeah, we'll check you next week for episode 16.
Bye, guys.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.